Are you wanting to learn how to ferment chicken feed so that you can save up to 30% on your feed cost and boost your bird's immune system? Well, today I'm going to be talking to you about how you can do that in a few fast and easy steps. Let's do this. Hey y'all, welcome back to the homestead. My name is Dirk, and if you've never been on this channel before, it's all about educating you so that you, your garden, and your homestead can thrive. All right, y'all, so I am out here in one of our chicken paddocks, and we rotationally graze our chickens with Premier One electric poultry fencing. And if you're wanting to know how and why we do that, I'll put a link above to that specific video. Today though, let's jump into fermenting chicken feed, why you need to be doing it, and the benefits it's gonna give to your birds. So first off, fermenting your chicken feed is gonna be greatly beneficial to your birds' health. It's like giving them probiotics, it boosts their immune system, and it makes the grains more digestible. One thing I also love about fermenting the grains is a lot of times when they crush those grains up at the mill, you get a lot of that fine, powdery mixture, and a lot of times that goes to waste if you're just feeding this stuff to your chickens dry. It also makes more nutrients available for them to digest, which in turn is going to save you up to 30% on your feed cost. So those are some of the main reasons that people will ferment their chicken feed, but let's jump into the process. All right, y'all, so the items that you're gonna need to ferment your chicken grade are, for one, a food grade bucket. Now you can get these from Tractor Supply. I'm gonna be using a Home Depot bucket just to explain kind of how the process works. However, I don't use this to ferment grain. You need a food grade bucket. And again, you can get these from Tractor Supply for like $5. You also need a lid. You will need some type of feed pan. This is a metal one. And then you're gonna need your grains. We use an organic chick starter grower feed, and because our birds are still about 8 weeks old. Also add in some whole organic grains with that in the fermentation mix. So to start off, you've got your 5-gallon bucket. Again, this should be food grade. I'm just using this as an example. You're gonna come get your feed. And you can do however much feed you want. I'm just putting 2 scoops of our grower formula, and then I'm also adding some of our organic whole grains in there. Now all we're gonna do is add some water to where those grains are covered up. From there, you just wanna give it a good stir. Make sure that there's no clumps. Now after you've done that, you're gonna put the lid on and let it sit so that the fermentation process can start. You do wanna make sure that those grains are covered up, and they will expand, and so you may have to add some more water. But if you periodically, maybe once or twice a day, just stir it and make sure you've got enough water in there, because if not, and you've got that grain without being covered, it can potentially grow mold, and you do not wanna feed that to your birds. So after you've let that sit for about 24 to 48 hours, you should begin to sense or smell a sour smell. And that's that grain beginning to ferment. And so in this bucket that we have right here, our grains have been fermenting. And basically we don't use multiple buckets. So I've got water in this bucket, and I've had grain in here for about a week. Now I will say, every time I feed my chickens every morning, I come to my bucket and I get a scoop out just like this. I'll let the water strain, and then I put it into the chicken feed pan. After I do that, I'll take another scoop of grain and I'll add it into the fermentation mix. So this is something that you can continually keep doing with just one bucket. One thing you may also begin to see is bubbles rising to the surface, and that's a good sign. It's basically just setting that your feed has begun to start the fermentation process. Again, make sure you're stirring it occasionally, and make sure that you're starting to smell some type of sour smell. That's a good sign, and your chickens will absolutely go crazy over this stuff. If you have any questions whatsoever, please comment down below. I am here to help you. Our goal on this channel is to educate you so that you, your garden, and your homestead can thrive. Look forward to seeing y'all on the next video. Happy growing.